We can put the planets into two categories, namely the Shubha grahas and the Ashubha grahas. So now let's start with the Shubha grahas. Shubha means auspicious, and the auspicious planets that most significantly benefit a Rashi are Jupiter and Mercury. These are the two planets that are able to manifest and maintain a Rashi. Then there's also the Lord of a Rashi that also has the power to manifest its own Rashi. And so these are the three main factors that determine the auspiciousness of a Rashi. And Rashi is going to produce the best things in our life when it is influenced by those planets. The other two auspicious planets are Venus and the waxing moon. They also benefit a Rashi, but to a lesser degree, namely to 25%. So they are not manifestors like Jupiter and Mercury or the Lord of a Rashi, but they can make the things that Jupiter, Mercury, and the Lord of a Rashi manifest better. Okay? And so Venus can increase the beauty and the harmony of a Rashi, and the waxing moon increases the emotional well-being and the fulfillment of a Rashi. So Venus and Mercury, they are in that sense auspicious because they can make a Rashi more fulfilling. Okay? But by themselves, unless they are exalted, unless they are in their own signs, okay, or aspecting their sign, they're not able to manifest the important things in our life. But they can give those little things that we also like and appreciate. They can add to the existing things in our life and make those bigger and better. Now, there's another very important Shubha planet that Parashara mentions, and that is any planet who is in the 10th house in a Varga becomes a manifestor. So this is a special rule that Parashara gives, particularly for Vimshottari Dasha. And here he means the 10th Rashi as counted from the ascendant. So any planet that is in the 10th house in a Varga is capable of manifesting the indications of that Rashi. Okay? And so so this is a special rule that is given by Parashara for Vimshottari Dasha. Let's talk about the Ashubha planets. So Ashubha means inauspicious, and the Ashubha planets are the ones that cause the problems, the conflicts, the setbacks in our life. But it's always good to remember the ultimate purpose, which is that to make us better people, make us happier, and to improve our life. And Saturn and Rahu are the main Ashubha planets, and so if you are going through a major challenge in your life or a major crisis, then there's a good chance that Saturn and Rahu is involved. Now the Sun and the 12th Lord of a Rashi, they also separate us, but they're only minor separators, right? They don't cause the big setbacks and disappointments. They have a minor separative influence. The Sun is noble and it embraces a bigger responsibility and does that gladly at the expense of some other personal desire that it doesn't consider as important as, being noble and doing the right thing. The 12th Lord deals with letting go of something that has run its course. There's usually a natural ending involved when with the 12th Lord, and that also doesn't cause major problems. Right? We are aware that the time for something has run out, and so now it's time to move on. Aside from those Ashubha planets, there are malefic planets that have even less Ashubha energy, and those are Mars, Ketu, and the waning moon. Now Mars and Ketu by themselves are not much inauspicious. They become very inauspicious when they get afflicted by Saturn and Rahu, or if they are otherwise hugely afflicted. Okay, so they need to be afflicted by other factors to become very inauspicious. But by themselves, Mars and Ketu are only a little bit inauspicious, and the least inauspicious planet is the waning moon. So now let's try to understand what is actually the difference between the waning and the waxing moon. So the main difference is really that the waning moon is introverted and the waxing moon is extroverted. So what happens when people are introverted? Well, they are more introspective, right? They're looking for fulfillment within. And so that means that they're going to give up on certain experiences in the world. And that can feel like a sacrifice or an emotional burden, right? There can be some inconvenience that is felt with the waning moon because a person gets just less of their needs fulfilled by the external world. Now, the waxing moon is considered a Shubha planet and is auspicious because it more readily welcomes the external fulfillment of our needs, okay? And the waxing moon can also build on those fulfilling experiences, whereas the waning moon has really a hard time to just continuously appreciate something, right? The needs just change a lot more with the waning moon. The waning moon is less able to appreciate something over time, and then it has to adjust and change, okay? And that is just not as nice as when you can just keep on doing something, or you can keep on appreciating something for what it is.